And I couldn't really find an app that did all of those things, so I decided to make one. So I've been pretty into fitness, like I said in the other videos that I've done, for about 2 years now. I'm not serious in any way that I'm like competing or anything like that. It's more just I go pretty much every single day to work out, or at least I did before we were quarantined, because now nothing's open. But I like to go to the gym, one, because it keeps me healthy, but two, it's like a mental reset for me. If I don't go in the morning, I can feel a difference between days that I did go and days that I didn't. So I definitely try to make sure that working out is part of my daily routine. It's been a lot harder since the quarantine. I only have like a few weights here. I'm in an apartment, so I can't really do that. I thought it was a good time to talk about the app that I made. So I was looking on the App Store for a long time, trying to find apps that I could use to track my fitness. And if you've been in the gym for any sort of period, you will have seen people using something like this. They'll literally just write down their sets, what they did, what workouts they did, there may be some notes and some progress, and then they'll be able to compare it to the week or day before or whatever. And I could do that, but I didn't want to. I really wanted to use an app. So I spent a lot of time looking, and there were a couple things that I really wanted this app to have. One, I wanted it to be to have an option to be able to log it in order. So if I wanted to do like this, then this, then this, basically as if I was writing it down in a journal, I'd have that option. A lot of fitness apps only offer the ability to have like pre-made workouts, and then you can use like theirs, and then you can set up yours, and then there's like rest timers, and you have to like work out with the workout. I didn't want to do that. I wanted it as a log rather than like a workout with me kind of thing. A lot of the mainstream apps are like workout with me apps, and I didn't want that. So I started looking at some of the other ones, the workout logging specific apps. Problem with those is a lot of the times they're made by indie developers or small teams who don't really have a good eye for design or UX, which is user experience if you don't know. So they're really hard to use, and they look like they're made in the 2000s or the 1990s. They look really terrible. I kind of wanted a combination of all these things. Easy to use, something that was offered me like the in order steps as if I was using a paper log, and something that would be versatile in the future if I ever wanted to train other things or track my progress way back and things like that. A lot of the apps don't really have good like progress tracking, so you can't see like a visual representation of how your weightlifting has improved or how many sets you're doing, those kind of specific things. And I couldn't really find an app that did all of those things, so I decided to make one. Being an app developer, this is like a little bit of an easier decision. A lot of times if I find something that I want and I can't find it on the App Store, I can just make the app. So I did that, and I called it Simpli Fitness. I personally use this app every time I go to the gym. I love it. I think it's like the perfect gym tracking app for somebody who kind of knows what they're doing enough to be able to want to track their progress. So a lot of people will go and say, well, I've never lifted before. This app probably isn't for you. It's gonna be for somebody who wants to improve what they're already doing in the gym, whether that's to track their measurements, like you can literally track your bicep measurements in the app. You can track how much weight you've lifted over time for, let's say, bench pressing or squatting, those major exercises. You can do it for smaller ones too, like, I don't know, overhead tricep extensions, but most people use them for the bigger ones. I really wanted to introduce Simpli today. I'm gonna try to do a workout and kind of show you how the app works. I was supposed to get a barbell today, potentially. I don't really have, this is what I have. This is literally all the workout gear I have. I have 3 really terrible standard plates, and then 1 Olympic size 25 pound, a 30 pound dumbbell, jump rope, and a 10 pound ball. That's literally all I have. And then we have like a workout mat that I can put down. But that's what I've been dealing with. But right now we're eating, we're making food, so I'm gonna go do that and then come back. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to pick up the barbell for this video. I don't really know what I can do with it considering I only have 1 Olympic size plate, but we'll see what we can do. Oh my gosh. Do you see that? What? Okay, so I was gonna work out in here, but I'm thinking that I'll probably have to work out in the main room just because we have a 9-foot foof chair in here and it takes up literally the entire room. So I'm probably gonna move those weights into the main room and do that instead. So let's say you download the app for the first time, you go in the app, you're basically gonna see, I'll just pop it up on the screen. I'm gonna record my screen so you can see what I'm looking at. So I'll move over here. So If you're somebody opening up the app for the first time, this is kind of what you'd see. You can have the option to sync your Apple Watch to it if you have it, or your health app. So I did, so you can see my steps for the day, my stand hours for the day, and then my current weight. I've actually never changed my weight in the app. I did it like once, like years ago, and I haven't updated it because this is pulling from the Apple Health, not from like my own app. I have to add a better integration for weight, but for now, that's what you get. But you can do things like, if I want to add a workout for today, like I'm about to do, I hit add a workout at the top, and then if I want to add to this workout, I can hit this, hit exercises, and then I can search for certain exercises. So whatever you're gonna do, when you do it, you add it. So one thing I'm gonna do to start off, just a little warm up, is front plate raises. So we're gonna search front plate, and then front plate raises can be a shoulder exercise. So now you can see it's added to my workout. And then as I do a set, so let's say I do a set of 25 pounds and I do it 12 reps, boom, add it, and then it gets added to my day. So as you can see, it's a translation from like a paper log to an app. So you can add sets and weights and reps and whatever exercises as you go along. Now on the other end of this, you can create routines. So I have a routine here called Doot with no exercises in it. So if I add a bunch, hit done, now I have a routine called Doot with a bunch of exercises, and then I can actually edit it even further, and I can add even sets to the exercises. If you want to have a routine pre-made, I prefer to do it as I go, but you can do it either way. So I'm gonna start out, do one set of these, and then I'll show you how it goes from there. Okay, so that's 12 reps, 25 pounds. We already added the first set, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait, and then I'm gonna do the second set, and then I'll follow up by adding it into the app. But as you can see, it's not an app for somebody to follow along with most of the time. There's no feature currently to do that. It's more of just I wanna track my progress kind of thing, less of a workout with me sort of app. Okay, set 2. Okay, so set number 2, done. And I'm gonna show you, so if you go in the app, you're gonna open up to the home page, and then if you're already in the workout or not, you go into the workout. I did another set of 25 pounds for 12 reps, and then you get set number 2 in there, looking all good. So now we can continue doing this for as many exercises as we do, and you can just keep adding sets. It's pretty cool. Now another thing you can do, if you go to the calendars, you can actually view past workouts. So if I had a bunch of workouts in here, they'd show up. You can click it and you can view details of those workouts. You can look back at your history. But the really cool thing, if I go to front plate raises and I hit view history, and I go to 6 months, okay, this one doesn't look as cool because I always do 25 pounds. Let's try this. Let's go to squats here. So you can actually see my squat here. When I started squatting a little bit more, so I went from 140 and 155-ish to up to like 210. Actually, you can see my max PR there is 210. But you can visually see the graph of how my progress went with doing squats, which is a super, super cool thing for me at least. Some exercises have specific details on how to do them. The squat does not right now, but you can see the muscle groups that the exercise works. And then if you scroll down, you can see things like the average weight you do, average reps, and then you can see all the history of all the times that you've done that exercise. You can also add notes if there's some particular thing you want to keep track of with that exercise. You can do that as well. And that's not even everything you can do with the app. There's so much. Like I have put so much time and effort into this app, basically building it exactly like I would want it to be if I were using it, because I am. I use this, like I said, all the time at the gym. I mean, you could see from the things I showed you, like I have progress in the app, months and months and months of it. So I built an app as if I were going to be using it, and I personally think this thing is awesome. You can even do things like create custom exercises. Like right now I'm having to modify my workout significantly because there's no gyms. So I was doing plate presses, shoulder things, basically just a bunch of stuff with the plates because that's all I have. So I'm creating custom workouts in there. There's a whole thing, there's like 300 or 400 pre-made workouts or pre-made exercises that I provide you, but then you can create custom ones if you have a premium plan. You can create routines. You can track your measurements. There's a dark mode. There's so much stuff in this app. I'm actually working right now on making it so you can train clients through the app. If you're a trainer, you can add a client and you can train, and the client can use the same app. So it's all contained within one app. There's no more switching between stupid like trainer apps, client apps. It's all in one place. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. I'm gonna think it's really cool. I'm gonna say really cool things about it because I have literally put months and months of work into this thing. I think it's amazing. Obviously, there's some rough edges to it. I'm a solo guy doing this, but I'm trying my best to, one, make it look super nice, two, make it extremely easy for people to use and understand, and three, actually make it work. Make your progress track and put useful analytics and data in there for you to make sure that you're getting the most out of your lifts and your workouts. So if you do want to check this app out, I would honestly really appreciate it. Like I said, it's completely free on the App Store. You can go get it. There's no pressure to buy a premium plan. You don't have to do that. But if you do want to check it out, the link will be in the description for the app. It's just called Simpli Fitness on the App Store. And I'd really appreciate it. I put a ton of time into this, and I'm going to be making a ton of videos about this app because my goal is to turn it into a business, not just a little app in the App Store, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, if you guys have any opinions or suggestions, or you want to see something in the app, or there's something wrong with it, a bug, something, let me know. I will jump on it as soon as I can and fix it because I really care about this and I want it to work. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys.